Here we are. This is my friend Laura, and we are leaving Vegas, and we are headed towards the Temple of Sekhmet. Actually, it's the Temple of Goddess Spirituality with the Temple of Sekhmet inside of it, right? Is that it?
I think so.
It's something like that. But we're very excited. We're going to go, and we're going to do some stuff. All right. Woohoo! Hi, everybody. Welcome to Temple of Goddess Spirituality with the Temple of Sekhmet right over there. It was about 50 miles from Vegas. We drove on out and had a little picnic, and now we're going to explore this desert area that has been cultivated, and there's little byways and roadways and spiritual paths you can walk around. It's very beautiful, actually. It's a little overcast, which is kind of nice. I was here once before with a friend who's here with me now, and it's just nice to get out of loud Vegas. And it's also nice because I have to come to a temple. How cool is that? Like, we don't really have that in America, right? Like, the Temple of the Goddess. I mean, most of the other ones are ruins, but still, you know, it's cool just that exists. Her name is Genevieve Vaughn, and she bought this piece of land and sectioned off part of it to be this temple. And I heard about this through shout out to Karen Tate. Hey Karen, in her book about the places of the goddess. I highly recommend you check that book out if you're ever traveling and want to see some cool goddess stuff. But yeah, we came out on a lark and it's beautiful. It's really, really cool here. We're here! We made it! Woohoo!
Hey, isn't it lovely? I love being here. Hey, Sekhmet. So, it's hard not to just jump right into the prayers because, it's just so divine here. Just walking those paths just feels so connected just to like desert energy and that goddess energy and all these circles upon circles and paths and winding. No straight way to be somewhere, you know, no patriarchal signs go this way, which I really appreciate. So there's, you know, stories of Sekhmet and Egyptian mythology, and but one of the most interesting is her creation, right? There's a couple variations of it, and you know me, I never want to pick one. I just want to, I would tell you all, and I might tell them. Just a couple, like one of the basic ones you hear about is that Ra, the sun god, was disappointed in person-kind. We were mean and cruel and did not worship well and did not live a righteous life. And he was so mad at us that he, from his daughter, created another goddess, Sekhmet, who was fury and vengeance and wrath to come upon person-kind. There's also another version where it says Sekhmet was created through the anger of Ra to deal with person-kind being terrible. There's another version that says Sekhmet self-evolved from her despair and anger out of us not living an honorable life. So lots of different origins, lots of different possibilities. Maybe they're all right? We like everything to be true here. So, however, Sekhmet comes and in wrath, right? She's the body of a woman and the head of a lion, and she's pissed. And she just starts punishing all these people for being terrible. We gave you this earth, we gave you the Nile, we gave you power and beauty, and you're just corrupt and terrible. How dare you? So she descends, and she obliterates and punishes swaths of fire and anger in her wake. She goes nuts punishing all these people. Now some say she went a little out of control, and all the other gods were like, whoa, Sekhmet, calm down, you're going too crazy. But she was so in that war lust, that anger, that wrath, that she couldn't be stopped, and they didn't know what to do because they could not stop a powerful woman. So they teased her. They created a lake filled with beer. With a lot of beer, miss everybody. So they created a lake of beer, and with some say pomegranate, some say okra, some say magic, they made it red. So it looked like a big lake of blood. And in her wrathful fury, Sekhmet saw the lake of blood and went down and drank her full. But it was actually beer, so she got drunk. She got hammered, and she wasn't quite so wrathful anymore. And she fell asleep for 3 days and 3 nights. And when she woke up, her wrath had ended. And what she did next, people disagree. I like to think that then she became the healer as we know her, and started healing the people that were left, who were devout. So Sekhmet comes to us as a mother, as a healer, as a sun goddess, as power, as divinity, as women's power, as wrath, as a demand for the bar to be here. Don't live your crappy little life. Just here is where I need you to be. Be honorable and mighty and wonderful and smart, and take the blessings that we have given you. So there's also other interpretations, depending on where you're coming from. At first I read this myth a long time ago. I was working on a beer monologue cycle of alcohol in general. And I was like, oh yeah, give her beer, woohoo! But then there's the other sort of viewpoint where, they were still afraid of the power of womankind. They had to drug her. What does that say? That's not quite such a nice thing as a funny, hey, get drunk with me, right? Guess that's not what they did. It says party, they tricked her and fooled her to minimize her wrath because they wanted to placate her. I'm not saying that's who you should look at. I'm saying that's one definite interpretation of this story, right? What I love, and I'm going to honor Karen Tate again, what she loves to talk about, you heard me saying earlier, is she says that Sekhmet is our divine roar, the feminine roar, the female roar, the power that you have in feminine spirituality to roar and be powerful and not be afraid of it, to take that Sekhmet energy and sit here on this throne with this powerful countenance and not take crap from anyone. I want to hear you roar. Send me a roar! Roar for me. Don't laugh, roar! Laughter's a roar, right? Maybe laughter's a roar. I think that's okay. Well, thank you for coming here, and let's do that prayer to Sekhmet that I'm working on, and let's just look at this space, this wonderful, this beautiful. Why does someone do this? Because they're awesome. And I'm so happy that we get to be here. So fortunate that we get to come here together. We get to pray to Sekhmet, and we get to roar. All right, let's do this. The goddess is everywhere here. You can feel it with every step, with every circle. All the circles spinning, spitting, spitting in the beautiful matriarchal web of thought. Sekhmet, Goddess of 4,000 names, hear us. We pilgrimage to you for wisdom and to find our sacred roar, our own power. Let this winding road be our own struggle, our own in and outs, round and abouts of our lives, as we stay on course to love and wisdom and the energy of the mighty, powerful goddess Sekhmet, sister of Bast, daughter of Ra, warrior, champion. So many names, round and about. Through all of time, you have not been forgotten. Ne'er will you be. Guide us in our own paths. Guide us to find our sacred roar. Off the path we trod, forging our own way, our own power, our own divinity. As we look to you for guidance as the great role model, the great mother of the sacred roar. All the sun.
Pass upon the path, foot upon the foot, heart upon the heart, eye upon the eye.
As we get to the center, we are the center. We are the now. We are the axis of the universe. We are the eye and the storm. We are peace and we are power. Destroyers and healers. We are joy and we are grace. We are Sekhmet. All hail Sekhmet. We're leaving the Temple of Goddess Spirituality. How do you feel?
I feel great.
Oh my gosh, I'm so mellow right now. I could stand here for like another hour, but it's kind of cold. We're headed back into Vegas, and yeah, it's part of the journey. You know, in and out, part of life. A foot in all the worlds, right? I'm so glad you're here with me,
I'm so glad I'm here with you, too.
and I'm so glad my friends are here with us too. All right, back to Vegas, baby. I don't know, what do you do, Vegas, baby? Smells so good. Well, we made it back to the casino from the temple, and let me tell you, it was quite the culture shock. You know, we went from being all like, goddess energy, to like, ding, 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 win, 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 gamble, gamble, gamble. We just kind of looked at each other, we're like, let's go back to the room for a second. And we did. We laughed. But I was so glad we went, and I'm so glad you got to come with us. Wasn't that just beautiful and breathtaking and just so inspiring? Did you roar? I hope you roared. We roared all the way home. Roar! Roar to the sun, roar to the moon. What's that thing? Oh, roar to the moon, howl to the sun. I always thought that was by some witch, which I always thought was cool. So I meant to tell you that I found out about the temple from my friend Karen Tate's book, Sacred Places of the Goddess, 108 Destinations. I will attempt to put the link in down below. Well, thank you for coming, and thank you for being here, and thank you for that temple existing. Isn't it just inspiring to know that these places exist? It inspires me. Did it inspire you? Let's inspire each other, and let's inspire to hear more stories from the cauldron. I'll see you next time, my friends. Oh.